quick look at the almost finished product. It's all put together, and what I've tried to do is fill in the larger gaps with putty or wood filler, whatever you want to call it. So this still needs to be sanded. Yeah, that's where we are. So once the putty dries and I've sanded it back, then finally I can start the finishing. You may recognize this jig from several months ago. I made it. The idea is that with it I have a bushing on the router which runs down the upper edge of this, and then the blade, the router bit, will cut in between here. And of course this was spaced for a piece of plywood so that when I route the hole in the wood, the plywood fits in and all is well and good. However, either the piece of plywood that I used to fit the thing in the first place was ever so slightly warped, which is entirely possible, or the wood that's that makes up the jig has ever so slightly shrunk, which isn't supposed to happen with plywood. It's supposed to be very dimensionally stable. The problem is that when you stick the matching piece of plywood into the dado, it's supposed to be a snug fit. I should be able to almost pull up the entire assembly by pulling up on this, but as you can see, it's quite loose. I think I have to take this apart, ever so slightly move the rails closer together, and then carry on with the work. So that's where we're at.